could an employment severance agreement destroy your disability claim if you're not careful? Now, terminating your relationship with your employer can be an emotional roller coaster. You need to bring your best game when it comes to negotiating a severance agreement. Why? Well, one of the most common terms in a severance agreement is a clause that releases any and all claims you might possibly make for any type of employment or benefit claim, including short and long-term disability benefits. Now, if you sign such an agreement and then you try to make a short or a long-term disability claim, a judge most likely will say, "Too bad, so sad, you gave up that right," and dismiss your claim. But I want you to understand that there are consequences that you have to consider in negotiating a severance package. So what are the two unintended consequences that I see? Well, first is, let's compare the value of your long-term disability benefits to the amount of your severance pay. It's all about the money at the end of the day. And I know that many times that long-term disability benefit is worth more than what you might get in a severance package. Why? Benefits are paid potentially to age 65. The other thing you need to talk about is what's the taxability of these benefits. So if you sign a severance agreement and you're getting monies, is that going to be taxable? So you need to understand, how much are these long-term disability benefits, potentially how long are they going to be paid? And if you sign the severance agreement, what's the taxability issues of what you're getting in severance pay? But I'm going to flip this over on its side because there's some other things that you need to be thinking about. The opposite side of the coin is offset provisions that allow the disability carrier to reduce your LTD benefits by the receipt of severance pay, salary continuation, earned income, deferred income, potentially PTO, potentially vacation pay. Now, you need to understand what's in that disability policy or plan, so you need to understand if you are going to accept a severance package and you're going to apply for disability benefits, how is the disability carrier plan going to reduce, if at all, your long-term disability benefits by the receipt of those things? And if they can, how can you protect yourself? So the practical result can be, if you don't figure this out, is that you end up with nothing in long-term disability benefits or significantly less than you thought you were going to get, and your severance pay is going to go quickly. So what should you be doing? Well, I think that each situation is unique, and it depends on the terms of your long-term disability policy or plan, the likelihood of success of your long-term disability claim, and your employer's willingness to negotiate the terms of a separation agreement. If you're presented with a separation agreement and you have a long-term disability claim, you must call an ERISA disability attorney such as myself to talk about that policy or plan, your long-term disability claim, whether there's an offset, how the offset works, whether your severance agreement potentially is taxable, whether you should proceed with a severance agreement, whether you should be negotiating with your employer to change the terms of that to protect your benefits, or to classify monies paid to you as something that is not offsettable income. You can see it's complicated. Don't make a mistake. Call me before you sign the severance agreement. 727-894-3188. I can help you regardless of where you live in the United States, regardless of who your employer might be, regardless of who your carrier might be. It takes a team. Call me today at 727-894-3188.